What's up, War Room? Welcome back. Joe and Connor, fresh off recording a nice, healthy, that was like 34-minute podcast. Going to dive into some Discord questions, some serious, some less serious, mostly draft centric. CR, how we feeling? How we doing? I'm saying it in reverse because we've been recording so much and our minds are a little scrambled, but live show week, less than 72 hours away. How we feeling?
We're pretty good, I think. It's keeping everything afloat right now. The draft guide is just. I set like a reach goal for us to have 200 reports, and I think we're gonna smash that. I think we're dreaming bigger, which is totally insane when you really think about it. So that's great. The live show is going to be electric, almost overwhelmingly electric. And I'm ready to see all the maniacs out there. I'm really excited.
I'm feeling like now we're gonna inside baseball. We're gonna get there, probably around like 3:30. We're gonna film some stuff before. We're gonna make sure everything's set up. Feeling like it's like a strong iced coffee, maybe around like 4 o'clock or so. I don't usually actually drink iced coffee. I'm usually a big hot coffee guy, but sometimes I'll like mix it up if it's like later in the day. Maybe my second magic mind of the day, like snuck in there, and then just hydrate, and then post show we'll get to we get to drink it a little bit, but got to bring the different energy level there to calm the nerves. First question is about the live show, and I got a kick out of this from Alex Rain 1. Live show predictions. Number 1, who do you think is the tallest War Room member at the live show? Number 2, which member of the Badlands crew stays out the latest? And number 3, by what time will we run out of Lover Boys? As a reminder, the first 100 people in the building get a free Bud Light. I think the first like 200 people in the building get a free Lover Boy, and then they'll be sold on discount throughout the night. Also, we'll have mescaline, which is a mezcal tequila that we're going to have drink specials on. There's going to be a lot of options. You'll have your spread. Now, in terms of the tallest War Room member,
I have no idea.
I could see maybe Mr. Slippery being like 6'4", maybe.
No idea.
No idea.
I can't even set an odds board. I don't know what anyone
is. He? I don't think he's not that tall. He's like 5'9". He's not going to be there though.
I was going to say, is he traveling that far for this? That'd be impressive.
Maybe a last second change of heart.
I don't know.
It's a good question.
The funny thing is like you, Will, and Dan are all really tall. So
we got good height.
You guys actually might be the tallest people there.
I would love if I was the tall. Oh, Will's slightly tall. Actually, Dan and Will are both like a half inch taller.
Looks like he could play 3
Dan looks like JFM when he's out there.
He looks like he could answer the Jets 3-tech woes tomorrow, which would be really nice. I might have to encourage him to. I don't know. It's going to be cool because, I've met obviously a ton of Jets fans over the years, but War Room is like, there is like 10% of War Room that is a consistent cast of characters. They are in on every conversation, and putting some faces to those names will be a really special part. Now, who will stay out the longest out of the Badlands crew?
I know what my
set an odds board for that. I can set an odds board for this. I am a like 10-1 plus 1,000 because I have to get home and take my dog out. So I'll be out, but I can't be the like if something went wrong and my wife is going to be with me. So it won't be me. I mean, I'm a big value play. Something would have to go horribly wrong for me to be the last one out. Now, I will say the last time we had an event, the Rodgers Giants preseason game, which was awesome, we were the last ones there. So
we had a good run.
Things do go wrong, especially when our wives are together.
Yes.
Now, you have a shot. I would put you at plus 250. You have a shot. I think you've proven that last time.
I'm staying at a hotel in the city.
You're staying at a hotel in the city.
So she's leaving early, so I'll be on my own.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so you're actually plus 120. You're plus 120. Will is minus 130. Will is the favorite. Will hang out. He'll drink. He does have a decent commute home, but nothing out of pocket, like nothing crazy. And he, as I've seen from the combine, he is willing to just ride through the night. Like he has no problem staying up, riding it out. Will is definitely the favorite. Meeks is behind you. Meeks is plus 250. He has maybe the best commute out of all of us, but Meeks, something I respect about him is like he'll just know when to pull the plug. and he won't be dramatic about it. He's just like, I've had enough. This was good. It's time to go home. Dan is the same exact way. I'll put both Meigs and Dan at plus 250.
Yeah. Mature.
Paul's a total wild card. I have no idea how to set Paul's odds. Paul has kids. I don't know if he has responsibility for them that evening. I would think no, because this is going to be a long night. None of us are leaving we're all getting our responsibilities taken care of. I think Paul is actually the runner-up behind Will, because there's so many variables I don't know, and Paul's a really good conversation where he'll gladly, he'll stay and chat it up, and I'll put Paul at plus 120. So I think Will's the favorite, then Paul and you are really close together. Meigs, me, and Dan will be there for a while, but to be the last one there, I don't know. That seems like a stretch.
I think you laid it out perfectly. I think that sounds about right. I could see Paul with the anxiety level, having the energy from the anxiety to being out very late. Also, other things you could watch for in terms of, one, you'll know I'm drinking a lot if you see me do any zins. If you see me over 1.5 zins, that means I drank too much. Now, I think you see Paul over 10.5 zins, that's probably just normal, and he's just ripped.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm betting. That's why my money is on Paul. I think it powers him through the night.
So I think those are little tells you could watch for. So if you see that going, same with the type of drinks that could be flowing. Anything, beer is like kind of winding it down. If there's tequila getting in the mix, that's a different story. We'll see. It's going to be an interesting night.
Well, the problem for sure. The last event, once the booze comes around, the beer is never the problem at all. I stay away from shots.
Yeah, it's easier said than done, because we're going to be coming off.
Because people are going to be excited to do shots.
Yeah,
yes,
we're likely going to be coming off, hopefully, an emotional high of this going well. And it's a Friday night in New York City. It's nice it's a Friday, not a Saturday. Like, you have that extra recovery day.
Although that's why I don't trust myself. Like, if I had to be up in Connecticut at NBC the next day, or the next day is a Saturday, though. Like, literally the only thing, and I didn't ask anybody to let my dog out, because it'll give me and Kristen a little push at whatever late hour of the night is. Like, we should really get back, let the dog out, and actually be civilized humans Saturday, wake up and finish the draft guide. I mean, yeah, it's going to be a good time, though. What I like about our group is, like, everybody rides it out pretty like the last event we had, we were all the last ones at the bar. Every single listener of the podcast, subscriber, friends, whatever, we waited till everybody was gone. I think we stayed another like 2 hours after that. So you don't ever have to worry about that.
I'm excited. All right. Non-Badlands guys question. Nice, simple, clean one. JD Jets, what is your pro comp for Mason Taylor? A little early draft guide tease.
I don't think I wrote up a comp for him yet. Let me see. These are like sneak peeks at the guide, and I got to make sure I had Taylor. I will write up a comp for him no matter what, because we're going to do so much content on him the actual draft day. Mason Taylor was written up by Max. So Max Toscano is the newest member of our draft guide staff. He runs a subscription site that is all about tight ends. Like, literally, it's called Remember the Tight Ends. I added him after I met Max at the Senior Bowl, but he also wrote up a great piece months ago, basically outlining why Tyler Warren is like the engine of the future Jets offense. He broke down the Lions offense and Warren's fit. And I reached out to Max, like, listen, this is going to sound crazy, but would you be interested in just writing up the tight ends for the draft guide we do? Because he's so immersed in the position from a pro side and a college side. And he's like, yeah, I'd love to. So him, and then I think Meigs wrote up a couple, but Max literally wrote up, I'm looking right now, Max is slated to have over 20 scouting reports on tight ends. 20.
My God.
So he's got...
The Jets better draft at least 2 tight ends now.
20. So, like, there's a good chance Max wrote up like 6 or 8 guys that aren't even getting drafted. So, I'll go in and look at what he has for Taylor on the draft guide. I don't like giving away too much of the draft guide for notable names, but I'll give a sneak peek because Max has been grinding, so I'll find that one. But I haven't come up with my comp yet for Taylor. I am fascinated to kind of see how people are comping Warren right now to stay in the tight end bucket, because it's like everybody's like, oh man, is he Kittle? Is he Gronk? That's the world we're talking about.
Jeremy Shockey?
Shockey's actually my favorite one, because it feels like when you cross into the Gronk threshold, I think Gronk's the greatest tight end of all time.
Yeah.
So I will just never compare anybody to Rob Gronkowski ever. I just think that's just wildly dangerous. The Shockey one is really, really good. As I'm scrolling through, because I do want to give this little sneak peek. I'm curious now. Okay, I got it. So Max filed the report. His player comp, Heath Miller.
Oh, okay.
That's a good comp.
It's a good comp.
Like,
good
it's
player.
a lofty
Very
comp.
good player. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that I know I'm hyping it up, and I'm not doing it just as a sales guy. This guy is sick. Like, the fact that we have one person just doing tight ends shows
you got to own that niche, baby.
Yeah, it's really cool. So it's going to be really sick. The fact that, you got a Heath Miller comp. What more do you want?
That's what we need. All right. Question that I'm actually particularly curious about from Ted McMillan. Like when people just pick player names.
That's great.
Discord.
Who are the Chris right tackles in there?
Of course. Who are the right tackles? We also didn't include Zach Hughes and Asman in the betting odds. We'll save that for
you said Badlands. If we do auxiliary, Asman might be my favorite out of that crew to ride it out. Like Connor and Zach, I feel like have some kind of responsibilities.
Yes, yeah, proper adults. Who are the right tackles we should really be targeting in rounds 2 to 3 if we don't get Membu at 7? So for me, there's I think it's more likely than not the Jets are going to take Membu. Although I kind of want more and more than Membu, because I just really want the Jets to have like a fun, dynamic tight end. And maybe that's stupid, but I just do. Let's say they take Warren. They surprise me and do something else. Like, who is the guy in round 2 or round 3 that we're going to be saying, well, Chugs is going to be the day 1 starter at camp, but it's only a matter of time until this player they drafted in round 2 or round 3 is going to overtake and start week 1. Who are those guys?
So this is actually really topical. Ariante Ursary would come top of mind. He has been a longtime starter at tackle for Minnesota. I believe he has a 30 visit with the Jets. Yep. So Ursary would be the day 2 guy. The day 3 guy that would be really fascinating is Holland Pierce from Rutgers, because he is one of the biggest humans to walk the planet. Like he is legitimately over 6 feet 8 inches tall, 340 plus pounds. And I think when he got to Rutgers, I don't want to give away Paul's scouting report because he wrote up Pierce for the guide, but his weight loss story was pretty insane how much he was. So yeah, those are the 2 names I'd go with. I would look at Ursary on day 2, Ozzie Trapillo, who had was a Senior Bowl guy and had a really good season for Boston College at right tackle. He's on day 2. And then Holland Pierce would be the day 3 option.
Okay. Look, God forbid
there's options.
God forbid they finally just draft a right tackle in round 3, and he's just like, yeah, he's the starter for the next few years. Like,
let me say
we can do this.
Yeah, let me say this. If they took Warren or whoever at 7, and not a right tackle, and they went into camp with one of Ursary or Trapillo, I wouldn't be panicking about the Jets at right tackle. I think both Ursary and Trapillo can play. They're not Membu or Banks, but they could play.
Yep.
It's just, it depends what you think you need at right tackle, like what caliber player. And are you like a little shaky where you're like, man, what if they're both gone and with our 3rd round pick? What did we just do? Like step on down, a core 4. So, but yeah, I like the depth of this offensive line class. I do.
If they go tight end right tackle with their first 2 picks in some order, I think every Jet fan is going to be pretty damn happy.
Yeah.
Offense early, defense late. Underdog fantasy. Our first best ball draft is live. We do our private best ball drafts. We do about 15 in the off season. You join, you compete. We pick a winner at random before the actual, you just join, you get thrown in the pot. Winner gets either a credit or some Underdog merch, which will also be handed out at the live show for certain lucky people. You sign up with promo code Badlands and you get a deposit match. CR, best ball season. You're fantasy adjacent with your analysis. Are you excited for some pre-draft best ball leagues?
I love best ball, especially the chaos of pre-draft best ball, but it's also baseball season. So I'm rooting for Pete Alonso to hit a home run every single night. Obviously, if you're a Yankee fan, it's good money to expect Aaron Judge to do that as well. So this is, and then you got NHL playoffs, NBA playoffs. This is the time where you still get your fix of football, best ball, while every other sport is going on.
Underdog, make sure to sign up with promo code Badlands today.